Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
We are the Hebrew Israelites coming week in and week out, day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon the Great, according to the Holy Scriptures, as well as to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, which nation of Israel consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, okay, and also the Israelite foreigners that are scattered throughout the nations that look like the nation that you've been scattered in. Okay, but first and foremost, before we start, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the elder apostle, the great millstone, our teacher. Shalom, peace be unto the brothers out there that are pushing the truth, and righteousness and sincerity. And peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad, being grafted in unto the obedience of the truth through the spirit of faith.
Shalom, boy, you are, your brothers and your sisters that subscribe to the doctrine that was given to us pretty out by Shai to our beloved elder apostle, on down to the elder bishops, elders, pushing this gospel today. Saying, hey, we're back out here, man. Again, like brother had said, man, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known in this day as America. And this place is ultimately getting destroyed. Let's go to Isaiah 14. And we'll start there, man. Ultimately America is ultimately being torn out. The Lord Yahweh Shai, it slowly but surely, tearing this place down. In reality, man, it's happening pretty fast, man. And you got the brothers out here on the highways and byways, as well as at home. And even when they're at work, man, constantly praying to Yahweh Shai. As the scriptures tell us, man, pray for shorter days, man. But we're praying for shorter days, man. You got brothers doing that on a constant basis. You got, like I said, I can't remember what verse. I think it's like 6 or 7, or maybe the 8th verse. It tells you what, man. Then make mention of the Lord and not silence day nor night, man. So not only right, and it says what, man. Let's grab that scripture. Before you grab that, let's grab that scripture. Again, this is what we're doing, man. We don't keep silent. And that goes into prophesying and pushing this word, pushing this gospel. But it also goes into what, man? Us praying Yahweh Shai, man. Like it says, give him no rest, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 6. It reads, I have set watchmen upon thy walls,
right,
Jerusalem.
Right, and the watchmen will be the prophets, man. What are the prophets out here doing, man? They're sitting here watching the events. They're the main ones that are sitting here watching the events that are happening throughout the world, and warning you of what is to come. Via the words of Yahweh Shai, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, and say, hey, guess what? The signs are here, as it says in 2 Ezra 91, measure out the time diligently in itself, right? So that's what we're doing. We're measuring the time out diligently in itself. We're saying, hey, these signs are among us, right? And as it says in Matthew 24, chapter 8 verse, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. And we're telling you of those extra sorrows, or those worst sorrows that are to come. As of right now, we're seeing that food supply chain being damaged, really at an abrupt halt, so that's going to bring forth famine, it's going to bring forth cannibalism, right? It's going to bring forth chaos, right? Those are those sorrows that are to come, and we're not keeping silence, man.
Yeah.
And you got this word going out day in and day out, man. As well as again, we pray to Yahweh Shai that He protect us, man, in this time, man.
Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 6, and it reads, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem,
right,
which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
Right.
He that make mention of the Lord keep not silence.
Right.
And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise the earth.
It says, give him no rest, man. So just as we're coming out here day in and day out, week in and week out, sitting at home, doing video epistles, coming out here prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great, trying to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, and we're also praying just as much, if not more, man. Praying is key, man. Because it says, what does it say in James? It says the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much, man. And guess what? For those that are sincere, for those that truly believe in Yahweh Shai, believe in this gospel, and we're constantly praying, man. And guess what? We're starting to see our prayers being heard, man. Yahweh Shai is tearing this fucking place down. Babylon is falling. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 35, in verse 15, and it reads, "Doeth not the tears run down the widow's cheeks?
Right.
And is not her cry against him that causeth them to fall?" All right, you go in, what was that, Luke 18th chapter?
Yep.
All right, that woman that was crying into that judgment, and the Most High said, "Shall he not avenge his own elect?" Come on, I was going to grab that next.
That's exactly what we're doing, man. We're crying until the Lord help us outside. He said what? He said the ears are open to the cry of the righteous, man. And that's what we're doing, man. We're crying to Yahweh outside because, again, like it says, those that sigh and that cry, put a mark upon them that sigh and that cry for the abominations that are done therein, man. And Lord will, we be those ones that got that the wall, because that's when you go into that word mark. And Ezekiel 9 and 4 goes into what? The wall, man. Which means what? An exemption from judgment, man. And for those that know a little bit about the Roman history, and the Romans, when it came to being imprisoned and stuff like that, and they gave you either a white stone or a black stone, man. That white stone was that the wall, man. And then that black stone will be, hey, you're basically marked for death, man. And that's what they're gonna receive. That's what already from the beginning, man. They were already chosen, man, predestinated, man. I think that's in the Romans the 8th chapter. Talk about predestinated. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Romans the 8th chapter. The first chapter. Right. You know what I mean? So hey, Lord will, we be those ones that got that to law, man. Hey, but we're sighing and crying to see how about outside day in and day out, man. Even when we're making these video epistles, man. Even when we're sitting at home praying, and when we're talking about the Lord Yahweh outside, and invoking the name of Yahweh outside, and any situation, man. When we call upon that name, hey, that's us crying to Yahweh outside, man. He says ears are open to the cry of the righteous. So again, Lord will be those men. Hey, Yahweh outside hears us, and again, we're starting to see our prayers being heard, because the Lord Yahweh outside is going to stay here, hear your prayers, and not do shit about it. Yeah, He's going to hear your prayers and do something about it, man. Let's grab that Luke. Hey, get the whole. Man, we got plenty. The book of Luke, chapter 18, and verse 1. If we fall in the spirit, man, this right here lets you know, hey, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh is right here. We didn't have shit planned, man. We're coming out here relying on solely the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, man. And that's how you do it, man. You let the spirit of Yahweh come out here and speak, man, and that's exactly what's happening, man. And the words of Yahweh, sometimes, brothers might have, brothers said, they plan to go into this or that. The spirit will lead you somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So he's got to flow with the spirit, man. Right, man. All right, this is the book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Hey, hold on. Let me go into that. Hey, hold on. That right there. That's the spirit of Yahweh outside, man. Because again, prayer is super, mandatory. It's unbelievably important, man. Especially in this gospel, man. You need to pray, man. Yeah, right there. We need that. You need to pray, man, because how else are you going to be heard? If you're not, if you're a child and you want something, what do? You go and you ask for it, man. You don't just sit there and assume you're going to receive it, because then you'll never get it, man. You got to go and you got to ask. You got to put forth that effort, man. And that's what we're doing, man. We're begging Yahweh outside, man. We're asking, man. That's exactly what we're doing, man. Yeah. That word pray in the etymology, it goes into the word beg. Right. We're begging Yahweh outside, ultimately to have mercy on us, forgive us of our sins, hear our cries. Right, man. Again, we've been more wicked than we have been righteous, man. So of course we need that sure mercy of David, man. To be able to get the hell up out of this place, man. And we can't just give ourselves mercy. No, we have to get that mercy from Yahweh outside, man. The Lord Yahweh outside said He will have mercy to whom He will have mercy, man. So we don't know if we're going to receive that mercy. It's mercy right now for us to be out here preaching this word. And for us to still be, not walk out, still be, have our hands, have our leg or our legs, to have our, a sound mind, within us, man. That's mercy right there in itself, man. But we don't know if we're going to have mercy, in the time of trouble, man. That's why we pray about it, man. You got to believe and pray for it. Yeah, go ahead. So the book of Mark, chapter 11 and verse 24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them and ye shall have them. Right, man. And we believe that when we pray to Yahweh Shah, because again, he does certain things, for us, throughout the week or whatever, you know what I mean? When we go to pray, and the Most High shows us that he's hearing us, man. Why? Because he does something about it, And again, speaking on just the downfall of America, hey, we're praying, we constantly, invoking the name of Yahweh Shah, man, saying, Baba Kushah, Yahweh Shah, Baba Ball, man. When we're at work, we don't want to sit there and, do long prayers. You got to get to work and stuff like that. But, hey, when, coworker pisses you off or, when you wake up in the morning, you do a quick little prayer, man. Hey, you throw that in there too, man. Baba Kushah, Yahweh Shah, Baba Ball, man. Sometimes when you're at lunch or, you got free time, and you throw up the whole curse stuff, man. Because you want this place to be fucking destroyed, man. Like it says in Isaiah the 51st chapter, man. It says captives in exile seeking to be loose. We don't want to be a part of this fucking place, man. We don't want to be a part of this society. We want this place to go the fuck down, So that's what we do. We pray. We cry and see how much stuff. But again, as the brother has said, man, mandatory, man. Yeah. It's absolutely mandatory. Because again, if you're not praying, if you're not crying, if you're not, if you're not vexed with this society, and then you're not in the right spirit, man. Yeah. If you're not praying for this place to be destroyed, then you're not in the right spirit, So let's go ahead and get there. Again, we're crying to the Lord Yahweh outside. Yeah, go ahead.
And Yahweh had said this, man.
Right.
Luke 18 and verse 1, and he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
Right.
Saying there was in a city a judge who feared not the Most High, neither regarded men. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, Avenge me of mine adversary. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, Though I fear not the Most High, nor regard man, yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me. And the Lord said, Hear what the unjust judge saith. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
Right.
Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Right, man. And he is good. That's a rhetorical question, man. Because he is going to find faith, man. He's going to find faith within his elect, man. And those are the ones that he's gonna avenge, man. Why? Because they're crying unto him day and day, giving him no rest, man. No rest. Day in and day out, man. Constantly, man. Hey, so again, Lord, will we be part of the elect? Hey, we know the Lord's Yahweh is hearing our prayers, man. Because America is ultimately falling. America is destroyed right now. People can see that. It's not something, that we're over here, just making up, out of the blue. And we see it, man. America's economy is not going to come back. America is literally being destroyed, man. America is one of the number one, or if not the number one, import countries in the world, man. And because of that, the cargo ships and stuff like that, they're all, they're out of hold. They're not bringing in or distributing any of those supplies in those containers, man. Yeah. So then America has, is basically running out. They're running out of stock, which is damaging to their society, man. Again, America is an import country, man. America doesn't have a lot of own materials being made here on its own soil. Yeah. America exports a lot of its work, man. Or what is that word? I think I used the right word. America dishes out a lot of its work, and then brings that stuff here to America, and they're not receiving it. So therefore, America is ultimately being, is being destroyed right before our eyes. No, I know.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 35 and verse 16. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds.
Right, man. His prayer shall reach unto the clouds. And we have the head angel Raphael, the head angel Raphael. He's the angel that takes the prayers, straight to the throne of Yahweh Shai, man. They're straight to Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai takes it straight to the Father. And that's how things work, man. Within order, Hey, people don't understand, man. Yeah, people don't understand
process to it.
Right. You know, hey, and guess what, man? You know, hey, whether we be the elect or not, hey, the prayers of the righteous are being heard. You know, so let's got more. Yeah, I did.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
Read that again,
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
And again, that's America, man. You know, how is this place ultimately coming to an abrupt halt, man? How is this place ultimately its rulership going down, man? What is that? Babylon, it might be. Yeah, let's grab that. You know, because this is exactly what's happening, man. You know, that great city will be America, man. You know, a great city is Babylon the Great, man. Which we know, again, you're looking at the characteristics of all these different, the characteristics that were stated that Babylon the Great would have. You know, and you look at America. America has those same characteristics, man. You know, and the Bible isn't just going to give you the answer, man. You know, and you got to do a diligent search to understand the scripture, man. You know, and guess what, man? We understand by doing that diligent search, we understand that America is Babylon the Great, man. You can ask plenty of Edomites, man. You got a lot of Christian scholars saying that America is Babylon the Great, man. You know, the truth is coming out. You know, and what does the Bible say about Babylon the Great, man? You know, that Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. You know, and we're seeing America, aka Babylon the Great, starting to be destroyed, man. The spirit of how about you outside, man? The spirit of the Lord, man. You're seeing this destruction happen. You know.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 1. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having the great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, man. That's exactly what's going to happen to America. America's going to be destroyed. You know, this is what we're seeing, man. We're seeing that, you know, the beginning stages of America going down. You know, and that question's going to be asked, man. How is that great city? How is the oppressor ceased, man? You know, and it's going and people are going to know it's going to be done by Yahweh Shai. You know, and again, we're starting to see it, man. He said, what then shall I know that the Lord Yahweh Shai in the business of the world which he made? Hey, we're seeing that right now, man. We're seeing all the signs. We're seeing the earthquakes, the uproars of the people. You know, we're seeing nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, wars and rumors of wars. We're seeing all that take place, man. You know, and really, you pay attention to these signs. That's how you understand the time that we're in, man. And we're in the time of America, aka Babylon the Great, being destroyed, man. You know.
No.
Let's go back to Isaiah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14. Verse 4. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right.
The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
Right, man. You know, because again, America is ultimately going to be, you know, taken out of rulership. Yeah, man. You know, America's going to be taken out of rulership. America is not going to be, you know, in power for much longer. Man. You know, hey, what did Yahweh say in I think it was Revelation, the 19th chapter, you know, and he had many crowns upon his head. Meaning what, man? You know, that he's not going to literally have many crowns upon his head. Yahushua is coming, like it says in 1 Corinthians 15th chapter, in the 24th verse, man. You know, he's coming to cast out all rule, power, and authority, man. You know, starting with Esau, Edom, you know, and his cash cow will be America, you know, and the elites are going to be taken out of power, and America's going to be destroyed, man. Right along with the other nations, and their power is going to be taken, man. Yahushua is going to receive it unto himself, man. You know, and this is what's going to happen, man. They're going to lose all their power, man. Starting with the wicked, you know, which is Esau, Edom, you know, the so-called white men, hey, their power is going to be taken away. You know? Verse 6. Verse
10. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual smoke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindered.
Hey, it said he who smote the people in wrath, man. Hey, look at how America rules, man. And look at the history of America. You know, you go into like, hey, let's go to Libya, man. You know, with Omar Gaddafi and all that other stuff, man. Hey, what happened, man? You know, because Omar Gaddafi was making his own currency, gold currency with his face on it, man. You know, and they didn't like that, man. You know, so what did they do? They sent in their little infiltrators, their agents and stuff like that, to tear the society down from the inside out, man. And what they do, they turn the people on their own ruler, which one that Libya at the time was you know starting to thrive, man. You know, they had their gold, they had everything like that, but they, you know, America wanted that shit for themselves, man. You know, so what they do, they turn the people on their own ruler who was ruling, you know, pretty well at the time, you know. They cut his head off, put it on a fucking stake, and then what did America do? Came in there, established their democracy, all that fucking gold, man. And they constantly are doing that same thing. That's how America has gotten their riches. That's how America ultimately does business, man. And they've been doing this for hundreds of years, man. Ruling the people ruling the people in anger, man, with a continual stroke. And you also look at the nation of Israel, man. You know, and look at what they're doing to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We're constantly working, and they're taxing us harder, making us work harder. You know, and America is a bitch, man. You know, Esau Edom is, and he's what does it say? Tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. Yeah. Hey, that's Esau fucking Edom. You know, read that.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hindered.
Right, man. You know, because again, that persecution, you know, the persecution that's going to come to, you know, Babylon the Great, really Esau, you know, hey, no one's going to be able to deliver them out of that persecution. And the scriptures tell you, you know, that the Lord Yahushua will not at all equip the wicked, you know, so he's not going to be able to give them a way out. He's not going to do that, man. Why? Because they need to be persecuted, man. You know, scripture tell you they're not at all in trouble as other men. You know, so they're ultimately, you know, they're living lavishly, man. Esau, you know, really everybody in America, you know, is living lavishly, man. You know why? Because they haven't been punished. They haven't been put in a position to pay for what they have done, man. And so the people don't care, man. They were Esau Edom really thinks that no trouble is going to come unto him, man. Esau Edom really thinks that he's gotten away with what all he done, man. Where that scripture says, I remember our let his iniquity remember the Lord. Grab that scripture, man. You know, because the Lord Yahweh he remembers every single thing that you've done, man. You know, that's why that persecution is coming up. He remembers everything that you've done from day one, man, going all the way back, you know, to when we tried to go, you know, just past Esau Edom, and what they do, man, you know, they said no, we can't go past, and they came after us with the sword, man. They're going back to the ancient times, Jacob and Esau, you know. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 109. Verse 14, we let the iniquity of his fathers be remembrance of the Lord.
Oh, let the iniquity of his fathers, man. So, hey, a lot of you Edomites want to sit there and say, oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. We didn't do that. And guess what? You are your fathers, man. And all the iniquity that you did in your past life, you know, and as well as your fathers, you know, hey, all that shit is remembered with the Most High, man. And he's going to remember that, man. You know, and he still is remembering. He said he's angry with the wicked every day. You know, hey, so even today he's angry with y'all, man. Why? Because y'all doing the same shit, you know, that you're doing, just more now. More, it's not as physical, it's more mental, man. You're mentally imprisoning our people, man. You know, by the contracts used, the birth certificates, you know, you know, yeah, so on and so forth, man. There's a whole bunch of shit, man. Yeah, especially school systems. Now they're over here trying to get rid of that or you know, critical race theory and so on and so forth. You know, which is fucking bullshit. You know, hey, come on, man. You're fucked, man. You know, hey, the scriptures tell you that your sins are reached unto heaven, man. You know, so the Lord Yahweh outside, and He understands or He sees everything that you're doing, man, and He sees everything that you're trying to hide, man. You know.
Psalms 109 and verse 14. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered of the Lord,
right?
And let not the sin of his mother be blotted out,
right?
Let them be before the Lord continually,
man. You know, when you do something continually, you're doing it a constant basis, man. You know, a constant, you know, so hey, the Lord Yahweh is constantly seeing what you do, like it says in Amos the 9th chapter, the 8th verse. It says the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, you know, and this is a sinful kingdom, man. You know, you ask, hey, the next fucking man. I wish there was some Edomites right here, man. I would ask, you know, hey, do you believe? Quick question: do you believe that America will be a sinful kingdom? Hey, I can almost guarantee you they say yes, man.
If they don't, you know, that's
they're lying right now. You know, they're the ones that are doing the same. You know, I mean, everybody here. I mean, it's a simple kingdom, man. You know? Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and verse 6. And it reads, for the Most High hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
Right, man. You know, and America, your punishment is coming, man. You know, your punishment is coming. There's no way that you can run away from it, man. Starting with you, at least y'all motherfuckers gonna go into these bunkers. You're gonna go into these into space. Y'all gonna go deep in the waters, man. Hey, but the Lord Yahweh Shai said what, man? That He's gonna. There's nowhere that you can hide. There's nowhere that you can run to try and escape. And as it says in Jeremiah the 23rd chapter, man, He said, "Did I not fill the heavens and the earth?" You know, and there's nowhere you can run. There's nowhere you can hide. Yeah, go ahead.
Now this is the book of Job, chapter 21, and verse 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out?
Right.
And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
Right.
The Most High distributed sorrows in His anger.
Woo! Hey, so your sorrows are coming, man. You know, and we're already starting to see the beginning of sorrows. Hey, guess what? More sorrows are coming, man. You know,
like that great sorrow is those plagues, man. ICBM nuclear missiles.
Right.
Hey, that Yahweh Shai is having these nations to use against Babylon the Great, man.
Right, man.
The indignation of the Lord.
Right. Stop. No, man, that's 100% true, man. A lot of people are saying, "Oh no, these missiles are just for defense." No, they're really for the destruction of Babylon, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai said in Ecclesiastes 3:1 that there's a time, a season, and a purpose to everything, man. You know, so there's a reason why the Lord Yahweh Shai is having this be created. You know, and according to the scriptures, therefore the destruction of America and Babylon the Great. You know, they're not just being made, you know, just to be made for people to show their power. No, they're made so Yahweh Shai can show His power by destroying this fucking land right here, this sinful kingdom. You know. Yeah, go ahead.
Job 21 and verse 18, they are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away.
Right.
The Most High layeth up iniquity, like the Most High layeth up His iniquity for His children, and He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty.
Hey, his eyes are gonna see the ice being open missiles, man.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, they're gonna see that destruction coming, man. They're gonna see Yahweh Shai, man. you know, and they're gonna be fucking terrified, man.
Yeah.
And the elites, they already know what's coming. Why do you think they're preparing, man? Why do you think it's even tells you Revelation 12:12? They know what they have but a short time, man. They understand what's coming. They understand why these isolated nuclear missiles are being made. They understand what how their kingdom is going to be taken down. Like it says in Ezekiel 28 chapter, man, they're wiser than Daniel, man. You know, and they searched out the scriptures deep, man. You know,
these Edomites are wicked as hell. Yeah, like China, for example, they're telling their people to go and stock up on food because hey, these next few months, like bro was going into earlier, there's not gonna be no food in these stores, man.
Right.
Filling the prophecy, 2nd Ezra 6:22, that full storehouses that we found empty.
Right.
China and different places are telling their people to stock up on food, whereas you got America saying everything's all right. You know, don't go out and panic buy. You see, and if they're not going to tell you to prepare for a food famine, why would you think they tell you about the Lord coming? That's why they got these bunkers. They're not telling everybody to go get bunkers.
Right.
They're taking them, these higher elites, men, you know, they're taking themselves and their families, and they're ultimately going to those bunkers, man.
Right.
You know, there's not enough room for you out there. And plus, you're not even going to have enough money, and you got to know people. You know, and a lot of these elites, people don't even know what they look like.
Right.
You know, but the point being, you know, these elites aren't going to warn you of the return of Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they really don't care about us. That's why Yahweh Shai has been out here going from that spirit. All right, to tell you to get right.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we can drop down. Read verse 16. Read verse 16.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 6. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder.
Right. A person. Yeah, that persecution is coming, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai is going to send out those missiles. You know, let's grab. Let's go to Revelation 18 chapter. Yeah. Revelation. Let's grab that. Moving in the spirit right now.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 4. And it reads, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
And it's going to be looking outside. That's the people looking outside. Looking outside Christ the sky, man. Because of the elect, man. You know, he's going to say that in Hebrew. You know, in that ancient Hebrew, when he's delivering the elect, say, come out of her, my people. You know? Because again, you got these ICBM lookers coming, man. Before Yahweh Shai said what, man? He's going to deliver the elect in those days. Yeah. Right, man. Matthew 24th chapter. That's what's coming. You know, the Lord will be part of those men. You know, but that's what's coming. You know, not only the destruction of America, but that deliverance, man. You know? Go ahead.
John. Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
Right, man. You know, and that plague is talking about those ICBM nuclear missiles. You know, it's got Zechariah 14, you know? Because that's that punishment, you know, that persecution that's coming to America, man. You know, again, like it says in Amos, matter of fact, I'll grab this. This is Amos, the 9th chapter. And verse 8. Amos 9 and verse 8, it says, behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, save the Lord Yahweh. So there's the persecution and destruction that's coming to America. You know, and the elect are going to be good in them days. But America and those that reside in America, you know, such as 2/3 of so-called black Hispanic Americans, right along so-called white men, white women that are you know that have no worries. You're all going to get destroyed, man.
Yeah,
you know.
That's why Scripture say, "Woe unto you that be at ease in Zion," and being relaxed, everything is cool. You know what I'm saying? Just living your day-to-day life with no acknowledgement of what the times we're in, or the time to come, or the day of Yahweh's return.
Right.
All right, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Right, man. Hey, what can do that, man? What is going to be able to sit there and destroy, tear you down? Your eyes are going to melt within your eye socket. Your tongue is going to melt within your face. Hey, everything's going to melt. Hey, what can do that, man? That's an ICBM nuclear missile, man. You know, and again, these damn devils, like we brought out, hey, they know what's coming, man. You go and you watch Terminator, the first one. You got Sarah Connor, man. When shit starts to pop off, hey, she's over there in the field. You know, kids are playing baseball and shit like that, man. And she looks off in the distance in the city, and there's a nuclear missile that hits. And what does it do, man? That flame from that nuclear missile ultimately fucking comes and destroys America, man. You know, that's what's coming, man. That destruction, man. That pure fucking destruction by way of ICBM nuclear missiles is gonna light everything on fucking fire, man. You know, and that's what she saw, man. And then she saw the flames coming at her, and she grabbed onto that fence, or she was holding on to the fence already. And what happened, man? Her flesh, everything within her was completely consumed.
These people who make these movies, you know, they know about these scriptures, man. Like that movie, The Knowing. You know, you had those angels, and they also be delivered those the children in the earth. You know, and that dad, the main character, Nicolas Cage, something like that. In that movie, the main character, the dad that had the son. The Knowing.
Oh yeah.
You know, he had that son, and the son was having these dreams or whatever about everything being burnt up, and it was spiritual, man, because the dad, when he found the kid was with another little girl, and the angel came, and he told the kid like that he can't come, he wasn't chosen, you know, and that was all spiritual, man. But just the point being, these different these higher paid people, we can know what's coming, man. You know what I mean? Why would they put that in a movie? And the kids got delivered before that destruction came. Because right after they got delivered and were beamed up to the chariots, that's when that little cloud of fire just came and destroyed all the cities, all the people, man.
Yep.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. The Lord is going to come. He's going to deliver his elect and preserve them while the indignation is overpast. You know? Very terrifying thing. That's why you got to get right.
Right. Grab this hand and grab my hand. Yeah. Grab my hand.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, and verse 12. This shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right.
All right. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon the feet.
Like it says, those that have fought against Jerusalem, man. You know, and this lets you know, because again, the scripture tell you in Maccabees, it says, what nation have gotten under, what nation have not gotten under the rule of the nation of Israel? You know, there's not a single nation here on the earth that has not taken Israel into captivity, man. You know, and we know America is a melting pot. America has all the nations here, man. You know, America is literally a melting pot of all the nations. You've got every nation here, man. You know, and so that destruction is coming upon mainly you Edomites, you know, but it's also coming on upon all the nations that live here as well. This is coming upon America, man. Yeah. You know, this is coming upon America. That destruction is going to hit America. Now, America's going to fire off a couple nukes, you know, and it might hit some scattered places around the world, you know, but that's very few, man, compared to what's going to hit here, you know. Yeah. And so some people might feel that, you know, that destruction, you know, but still, majority of those nuclear missiles are going to hit here in America, you know, and it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be real fucking bad. Go ahead.
John, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right, man. So that's that pure destruction. That's the plague that's going to come to America, man. You know, and y'all are asking, you know, what can do that, man? You know, it's an ICBM nuclear missile that's going to do that. And that's those arrows that are coming in. Boy, how much shot that's going to send, you know, from these other nations. They're going to fire them at America. You know? Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that therein is, the world and all the things that come forth of it.
Hey, so what are we doing, man? We're out here prophesying the downfall of America, man. We're out here like it says in Jeremiah 28:8, man. You know, the prophets before thee and the fuck it. Let me get it. I don't want to. Yeah, let me get it. I don't want. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 in verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence, man. You know, and we're doing the same thing that they did back then, man. You know, we're doing it in this time, man. You know? Esau. Spoken like a motherfucker can't help this. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's the worst thing. But hey, cigarettes way worse than this shit. This is incense. But yeah, man, you know.
You don't want to make a judgment. No. You just found somebody
no. Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, so that destruction's coming to America, man. You know, hey, these Edomites can't handle fucking little smoke. Hey, imagine the smoke from those damn ICBM nuclear missiles, man. They want to wave it away. We got incense, it smells good, man. But you know these damn devils out here smoking fucking cigarettes, man, but they can't handle this shit. That shit's funny as hell. But yeah, man, you know, and that's that plague that's coming, man. It's gonna come by way of ICBM nuclear missiles, you know. But again, we're out here prophesying and letting the nations know, man, because not only are we out here speaking and trying to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, and we're also giving judgment to these nations, man, through the words of Yahweh outside.
Yahweh said, I have not spoken any word in secret. And that's exactly what you said. Right, God shut up their voice to speak, right? The sheep place to call for. Right. It's not like, we're hiding somewhere in an alleyway, with a trench coat, we're out here where everybody can see it, everybody can hear it. It says, publish and conceal. Now we're making this too public.
Right.
All right, and we're not concealing it. We're not hiding it, man. You see that?
Right. So, as you heard, anybody can walk up here and get this, and hear what we're saying, man.
Yeah.
You know. So we're ultimately speaking to everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Like it says. Matter of fact, let me get this scripture real quick. This is Mark chapter 16. And what? Mark 16 and over here don't know how to use my sword, man. Yeah, go ahead.
When I go to the scripture, I want to bring it out. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 19. It reads, I have not spoken in secret in a dark place of the earth. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek ye me in vain. I, the Lord, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right.
Right.
So, it's not like we're hiding anywhere, man. The spirit of Yahweh has ultimately brought us out to come and preach this word, man. All right, and to prophesy of the time to come. To also prophesy the downfall of America, Babylon the Great, which is the prophecy of prophecy, man.
Right. I got another one to add on to that. This is Mark chapter 16 and verse 15. It says, and this is what Yahweh said. And he said unto them, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And really, that this is only good news to those that truly believe.
Yeah.
This is only good news to those that truly believe. It tells you in the next verse. It says, verse 16, he that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned, man. Because again, man, this gospel is only good news to those that truly believe. And if you don't believe, hey, guess what? You're ultimately, like it says, he that believeth not is condemned already. So you're fucked, man. Hey, but this is the condemnation that's coming to America, the destruction. And again, those that believe, hey, we're rejoicing, man, because we're seeing this place that has done nothing but beat us down. Has, like it says, wear out the saints, man. He's been wearing us out day in and fucking day out, man. Every fucking day we wake up, man. We gotta go to work. We gotta work our asses off for some fucking Edomite that makes no account for our labor. And we want this fucking place to be destroyed, man, as well as what they have done in slavery and stuff like that, man. Going back, in physical slavery, and all the shit that they did back then, and even before then, man. There's many things that Esau Edom has done to the children of Israel, man, throughout time. And he's gonna get judged for every single last one, man. The scriptures tell you what, that we all shall sit in the judgment seat of the Most High, man. We all shall stand before the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and get judged. Hey, Esau Edom is gonna get judged, man. And right now, the Lord Yahweh Shai, hey, we're in the sentencing phase for Esau, man. Esau sitting on the other side of the judge, and guess what? The lawyers are out here saying, hey, well, we got this evidence, 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 you're fucked. And the judge, hey, how about you outside gonna hit that gavel? Boom. And that's gonna be sentencing, man. That's gonna be it. You gonna get what? Destroyed 35 to life, man. Destroyed. You know? Completely fucking destroyed, man. Your life is gonna be snapped, man. You know? Or matter of fact, it's gonna be 1,000 years for life, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna be 1,000 years for life. Those that escape the destruction that's coming to America, and you going into slavery, man. You know?
A quick one. Basically, you're saying, man, how basically if this girl can't pass away, how are we gonna get to the kingdom? This place has to be destroyed. You're holding that. What's the 4th chapter? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Come on, this is the 2nd Ezra chapter. It is a heavy man.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to handle it.
Yeah. You handle it, right? This is the 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 29. Yeah. 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28. And it reads, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee,
right? For
the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Hey, right, and the evil is sown here, man. You know, hey, scriptures tell you that matter of fact, I have. Well, let me get it. It's going to tell you that wickedness is increasing. You know, and it's constantly increasing. You see it every day, man. You got homosexuality running rampant here, man. You know, you got children being able to make the decision on whether they want to be a male or female. You know. This is 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, verse 2. It says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that hast heard long ago." Right, man. So iniquity is increasing, man. You know, and that evil that's here, it is, like it says in the 2nd Maccabees, or First Maccabees. I think it's the 1st chapter, around the 9th verse, 7 or 8th verse. You know, it tells you what, man, that after Alexander the Greek, after he died, and what did it say? It said wickedness increased, man. Yeah, wicked, multiple iniquity, sin, wickedness multiplied in the earth, man. Yeah. You know, and I mean what, man? It started to increase, you know, and it's been increasing ever since those times. Since Esau came into play, came into power, and iniquity has been increasing. And like I said, since the 10th chapter, man, you know, in the start of the 2nd verse, it tells you as the judges themselves, so is officers under him, and those that dwell on him as well, man. So since the elites are the ones that are in power, and they're wicked as hell, and everybody under them is wicked as hell too, man. You know, mean what? They're gonna do wicked acts, you know. And this is what we're seeing, man. Wicked acts constantly day in and day out. That's that evil being sown, that wickedness that's being sown here, man. You know? Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, and verse 19. And we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness.
Ooh, man, that's the whole world, man. You know? It says what? It says the earth abideth the darkness, the people grows darkness. You know? And the people are, this whole place right here is wicked as hell. This is the sinful kingdom, man. I don't know how much more, we can explain it. This place is wicked as hell. You should be able to see it too, man. You should be able to see it, you know? And a lot of people are fucking blind, man. You know? A lot of people don't see what's going on. Why? Because they're still in that darkness. You know? A lot of people will understand and say, and agree that America is a sinful kingdom. But when you tell them, are you sinful? And they're going to say no, man. Why? Because they're part of the problem, man. You know? These people don't believe that they sin. They believe that they're doing, something good by just, being a good citizen.
That's funny too, because that reminds me, dude I work with, I don't say nothing. I just let him talk, man. See what's in his mind. He was telling me bro, we're coming out. He was like, yeah. He's like, I don't sin. I was like, you don't? I was not at all. He's like, no. He's like, I keep the law 100% every day.
Hey, well, the scripture tell you that if a man say he don't sin, then he is a liar. The truth is not in him, man. Yeah. So But that's a lot of people, man. You know, which lying is a sin. You know, come on, man. No, so you're part of the problem, man. You know, that's just people out here, man. They're covered, man. You know, covered in with iniquity, covered with sin, man. You know, coming back.
It's the book of Second Ezra, chapter 4, verse 28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee.
Right.
For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, because America has not received that punishment. America has not received, you know, its recompense for what it's done. You know, and that's soon to come, man. That's real soon to come. And we're literally in the time of the destruction of America, man. You know, and it's gonna happen in our lifetime, man. As the elder apostle was saying, hey, they would be surprised if America went for another year or two, man. You know, and we would too, man. I mean, we're still gonna keep the faith if it does. You know, but nonetheless, we don't believe, man. Through faith, we don't believe that America is going to continue going to the next year. You know, hey, 23. No, man. Right, man. Lord will, man. I don't believe that we're going to be able to make it to 2022. I mean, 2023 at all. You know, hey, halfway through 2022, America might just be fucking on play. You know, it's like all these mandates, all these different things that take place so great that everything's going to go back to normal, man. That is far. You know, that's a far-fetched thought that you could have. That's never going to happen. It'll never happen.
You see, so everything has to continue on, and right now we're in the time of prophecy coming to pass at a very rapid rate.
Very rapid.
Letting us know what time we're in. But I'll go over to 2 Ezra 4:29.
Yeah.
If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
right, turned upside down, means destroyed. Go ahead.
And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away,
right,
then cannot it come that is sown with good.
And let's talk about the kingdom, man. You know, does it not say in 2 Peter 3 in verse 12 or 13? It tells you what, man? Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of our Lord, for a new heavens and a new earth, where righteousness, man. Hey, righteousness is good, man. Yeah. And this place is not fucking righteous, man. And that's why the Lord Yahweh is going to destroy this place by way of ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Right. Because again, this is a sinful kingdom, man. You look at everything that's being done here in America. Hey, you got homosexuality all over the fucking place, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask. Hey, quick question, y'all. Y'all believe America is a sinful place? A sinful. Y'all believe it? See? Telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. You ask the average person, man, they believe that America is a sinful place, man. And the Lord Yahweh shot. And when that place for that where it dwells righteousness, which is the kingdom, and when that comes, hey, there's not going to be no place for wickedness, man. Yeah. There's not going to be no place for it, man. The Lord Yahweh shot is going to root it out, man.
Yeah. The standard is going to be the word of Yahweh shot.
Right.
You see, but right now the standard is the wickedness, falling. You know, and these people love it because you can do whatever you want without having any repercussions. That's why a lot of people don't like the word, because they have to change. They have to give up the things they want to do. And when you come to serve the Lord, it's not about what you want to do, it's about what's required of you, man. Exactly how Shai said, I came to do my Father's will, not my own good.
Right.
That's the same mindset that we have to do what's required and not what we want.
Right. How you got a woman walking right next to you that looks just fucking like you, short hair just like you, when the glory of a woman is her hair. So all you fucking women with short hair, you're cutting off your glory. And then you want to wear shorts just like the man sitting next to you. You want to wear a tank top just like the man sitting next to you. You might as well just be a fucking man. And the dude might as well just be a fucking, come on, man. You see that a lot too. There was a video where a girl, she had went and got a whole fade and she had got her beard installed. Oh. That's the world we live in. And that's another thing too. Things that are taking place now, as Buzz said, iniquity shall increase more than what that was heard long ago. Be back in the ancient times, you weren't seeing women get fades and put on beards, like and get their testicles changed. Right. The elder apostle said if you were to take an average homosexual or a transgender and put it back in Sodom and Gomorrah, those wicked people saw it in Gomorrah would be uncomfortable. Right. That's a heavy statement for the spirit. Yeah, it is. See, the things that are taking place now, you would have never seen in the ancient times, man. That's the times we're living in, That's why Yahweh Shai says he's going to come punish the world for his matter of fact. Yeah, grab that. Yeah, go ahead, man. Come on. Hey, that's exactly what's coming, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Right.
You see, when you go into that word cruel, it goes into one punishing or severely damaging or hurting somebody without any concern of it at all. When Yahushua comes, not going to feel no concern with things they have been in his heart. He's sitting there meditating in the heavens on how he's going to do it. He's going to do it perfectly, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a perfect destruction. That he's going to destroy the sinners thereof out of it, man. Two-thirds of our people who repent. Okay, because Yahushua said it, if you repent not, you shall likewise perish. He said you have to turn away from the wicked things that you're doing and get right according to the scripture, man, and get cleansed. The spirit of Yahushua shine.
Right.
All right. Now, landing feel like destiny, the office is America, Babylon the Great.
Right.
So,
go ahead. I was just gonna say by way of ICBM news.
yeah.
It's gonna be fucking bad, man. As well as when Yahushua comes, he's coming on those, those white horses, which his chariots, man. Chariots, Lord Yahushua Shah. But the white horse says, "What pure power, man? He's coming in pure fucking power, man."
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a literal white horse, man. It's gonna be a chariot of the Lord Yahushua Shah, man. That fathership Yahushua is coming in, man.
Yeah.
And then you got the angels. They're gonna be in as it says in the scriptures, they're gonna be coming in white horses too. So they're coming in pure power as well, man.
Yeah.
In those chariots, man.
All different types, shapes, sizes, forms, colors, man.
Hey, brothers, I've seen visions. Visions about the chariots, man, and what they look like, man. And they're out of the world, man.
Yeah.
Like Yahushua said, man. He said, "I am from above, you are from beneath, man. You are from this world. I am not from this world, man." Hey, so when Yahushua comes, he's coming with that outer world power, man.
Hey, and that's why it says we saw in the 5th chapter, man, that when they see it, they shall be afraid with terrible fear for the strangeness of his salvation.
Right.
I mean, you got to imagine that, man. All these different types of ships coming and delivering the so-called American, making Israelite foreigners out from the earth. The scriptures say that the elect's going to be redeemed from the earth.
Right.
How is that going to happen? Be through the chariots.
Right.
That's the only way to go. Destruction is going to be down here. The only way to go is up.
Right.
See, the elect have been predestined to receive that strange salvation. See, that's why it's going to say the Most High do by the fools of preaching, where they would save them that believe. This world sees what we're doing, and they look at us as fools, man. They look at us as wrongs, that we have no job, that we have no purpose. All right, but in that same day, you're gonna have the wicked of the world and also the wicked of our people. Okay, like, man, how is his lot number amongst the children of the saints?
Right.
Everybody's gonna see that event, man. It's gonna be very, very big.
And at the same time, you better remember, scriptures tell you that they shall not know that there have been a prophet among you, right? When you're starting to see, and when you see those ICBM missiles, hey, your life is not going to flash before your eyes. All the accounts of you being or having a chance that the Lord Yahweh gave you a chance to get this word, to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and all the time that you heard about what was coming, but never really took heed to it. Hey, all those times are going to flash before your eyes, man. You ain't going to be worried about, I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have done this. No, you're going to be like, oh, fuck. I was told about this coming back. I was told, and somebody, and I remember what they look like. I remember who they are. This and that. I remember their name, and I fucked up. That's what's gonna go through your mind, man.
It's terrifying, man. The things that are gonna take place, and how it's like getting that war cry, man, it's gonna take the whole earth with that war cry,
right?
Even if the chariots, you see that fathership before 7 times the size of the earth. You're gonna hear the missiles penetrate, man. There's some mushroom clouds. You're gonna be seeing the chariot shoot laser beams. You're seeing men and women go up into them. It's gonna be a very terrifying day.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about these things, man. You see that? We don't just come out here for no reason. Really, we come out here for the spirit of how I also to warn you, man. That a great destruction is coming to America, Babylon the Great. And if you're not on good terms with the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, you're going to be destroyed with this place, man. And you're gonna be roasted. You're not just gonna be, turning to dust and that's it. It's gonna feel like you were in that shit for years.
Right.
You're gonna come back reincarnated into the kingdom, and you're gonna be like, hey, especially 2/3 of the house of Israel, they're gonna come back and be like, hey, that destruction was bad. Whereas us, because that's gonna happen one time for all eternity.
Right.
The greatest destruction for all eternity and the greatest deliverance of all eternity is gonna happen one time.
Right.
And we have a chance of being those that are actually gonna receive that salvation.
Right.
And we talked about it. Whereas 2/3 aren't gonna, they're not gonna be able to have that memory of that moment, seeing Yahweh Shai getting that crown, man. I mean, just imagine Yahweh Shai looking at you like that good, faithful servant. He's smiling, pearly white smile at you.
Right.
Because you endured to the end. You believe, man.
Right, hands all the brothers a golden chalice with yayan in it.
Oh,
and we raise
man.
it up, man, and we sip it up all together, man. But that's what we look forward to, man.
Yeah.
We would look forward to this place being destroyed, and we look forward to sitting at that table with Yahweh Shai, man. And drinking that yaya, man. That's the ultimate goal, man. We don't want to sit here and further up. You got one body in Satan, over here talking about, hey, why, you're wasting your time waiting on Yahweh or Christ, man.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about
They're
that.
fucking bugged out, man. Hey, those are the same motherfuckers that are gonna receive the same judgment. Unless they repent, they're gonna receive the same judgment as their fucking the devils that they want to sit here and help, further their society, man. This is what's coming.
If you're not waiting for Yahweh Shai, who are you waiting for, man?
Right.
Why are we here? What's the whole goal of this thing, man? The whole goal is for us to go with it and the end to be delivered by our Lord.
Right.
See, and our Savior, why is he called the Savior? He's coming to save us. Oh, look,
right, man.
See?
That's what's coming, man. Yeah, let's get that.
I see it. I know, yeah.
We're over here praying. We hate this
place, man.
We
want to, our soul craves and thirsts and hungers for peace, rest, and righteousness, man.
This is the whole creation groaning, man. In Romans the 8th chapter, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're groaning, man. Matter of fact, let me get this. Spirit's rolling right now, man. Praise out the Spirit. Yeah. So let's grab it, man. This is Romans the 8th chapter. And it's right here, verse I'll start at verse 21. Actually, I'll start at verse 18. Yeah. This is Romans the 8th chapter, the 18th verse. It says, "For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And that's talking about the kingdom, man. And that glory is us being changed into those beautiful bodies, given those powers, Lord will it be a part of our lot, being put into the kingdom as kings, and not as fucking slaves, And everything that we're going through right now, man, is nothing to be compared to what's coming, man. Nothing, man. That's why we sit here and bite our tongue and just go through our day, man. Because we know what's coming. We understand that this place is going to be destroyed, man. We understand that the fashion of this world is going to pass away, man. We understand that our enemies who reign over us are going to be put under our feet, man. The so-called white men and white women, and they're going to be our slaves, man. We're not going to be their slaves no more, man. You're not going to be able to just hop in your brand new fucking car and go by your regular day, man. You're going to be a fucking slave in the kingdom, man. Great, man. Tending to our wants and needs. Right, man. You're going to be your back is going to be fucking broken, man. Every fucking day, man. Hey, brothers is going to over here make you look like the actual devil that you over here wanted to pick as a red mocha with horns and with a tail and all that other shit. And you motherfuckers going to look just like that, man. They ain't going to have regular eyes. You're going to give them reptile eyes. Right, man. Your eyes are gonna close sideways and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're gonna have that. That toe gold and shit like that. Man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, brothers meditating terror, man. How to make these devils look like devils, man. Yeah. But still, man, that's what's coming, man. And that's gonna be glorious for us, man. That's gonna be amazing for us because we're gonna actually have rest. We're gonna, these damn devils, like I said, they're not at all in trouble like other men. They're not slaves like other men. But all these plagues are going to come upon them, as it says in Deuteronomy the 30th chapter, the 7th verse. It tells you what, man? That all these curses are going to come upon our enemies, man. That's right. All the curses, man, and all these things are going to happen unto them within righteousness, man. Hey, they did some wicked ass shit to us. We ain't gonna do no wicked ass shit to them. Hey, they're gonna actually get a day of rest, man, on the Sabbath, man. Yeah. And on all the feast days, all the high holy days of Lord Yahweh Shai, hey, they're gonna have a rest day, man. Hey, but you best believe 6 days, it's gonna be fucking bad for you damn devils, man. It's gonna be real bad, man. It's gonna be, like I said, reward her double unto her double, man. So America's gonna get twice the destruction that was given unto the nation of Israel, man. But also your captivity is gonna be twice as bad than what you put us in. Yeah. It's gonna be twice as bad and twice as fucking long, man. And you damn devils are gonna get it, man. Going back to Romans the 8th chapter. Verse 19 says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High." Right? Hey, why? Because they're, like it says in Proverbs 29 chapter, the 2nd verse, It says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. And not only the people, the animals as well, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the animals are gonna be rejoicing, man. Hey, the literally the trees, the insects, the animals, hey, everything is gonna be rejoicing, man.
And they say there was a while ago, the JMS Word of Life channel where they post a lot of chariot sightings. There was a big black chariot sitting over this neighborhood, and you see all these birds just jumping loud and going around it.
Yeah.
These animals know, man.
Right, they can't wait.
They can't wait.
They really can't wait. You know, and it's about it's a matter of time. It's not about if it's gonna happen, it's about when it's gonna happen, man. You know, and we know it's gonna happen period point blank, man. We know that America is gonna be destroyed. We know that the Edomites, you know, the self-proclaimed so-called white men and white women, and they're all going into captivity, man. You know, they're gonna be destroyed. America is gonna be destroyed, and every nation, you know, is going to be destroyed within America, man. You know, everybody's going to be destroyed, man, except for the elect, man. You know, and then afterwards, and these damn devils, after the smoke today, these damn devils are going into captivity, man. You know, for everything that they've done to the nation of Israel, they hung us, they beat us, and there's things that people don't even know. The average person don't know that when Esau was in, took us in slavery, and you don't know that the Edomite man would cut the babies out of our women and use the babies as bait to catch their alligators, man. And even then, what they would do is they would shove cats within our fucking woman's womb and let the cat flip out and start killing her from the inside out. That's what the so-called white man and white woman did to us, man. That's history, right? They don't care about us, man. They don't give a rat's ass. All they want you to do is be their fucking slave. That's why you look at the workforce. Why is all the people that are higher up, the managers and stuff like that, why are they white, man?
We're going in.
Why? And then everybody under them, either the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and they beat us down. They make us work the hardest. They don't do shit, man.
Yeah.
And that's these fucking people for you, man. So guess what? Hey, that shit's coming right back onto you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Coming right back onto you, man. You wicked motherfuckers, man. You know, and again, it says for the earnest expectation of the creature, waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High, man. You know, and guess what? The kingdom is being built within us, man. So we're being built back up, man. That third temple is being built, man. Right now, right in front of y'all faces, man. You know, and everybody sees it. And everybody fucking sees it, man. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. That's why if you go to 2 Thessalonians, the first chapter, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them who trouble us, man. Right. Like Daniel 9 chapter 12 verse, it talks about how no nation under the whole heaven has been through as much as Jerusalem has been through. Jerusalem, the people fourth place, the house of Israel, man. All right, nobody has went through the things that we went through. We went through to be continuously have been rebellious and transgress the law of Yahweh Shemi Yahweh. That's why we're here, man. You see that? That's why Scripture talk about the fourth chapter, of course, the second chapter, that they shall remember the sins of their forefathers who sinned against the Lord, and we acknowledge it, man. Right. We look at our forefathers and what they did, and we see why we're here. We're like, well, damn, disobedience brings forth death. Well, no obedience brings forth life. Right. You see, that's why the Lord told us in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, which was a promise to our people. All right, that if we follow in the commandments diligently and hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, are to observe to do his commandments, that he will put us above all nations on the face of the earth. Right. You see that? And he's going to do that. That's a promise. All right, that's yet to come to pass in times to come. You know?
Right. That's exactly what's coming. I'll go back to Romans 8 chapter, the 22nd verse. It says, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Ooh. Hey, so everything is in mourning, man. That's why I said Proverbs the 29th chapter, second verse. It says, well, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people are in mourning. And again, not just, and we're reading it right here. It's not just the people, man. It's the animals, it's the plants, and you see, and you walk around, and if you look at the plants and trees and stuff like that, a lot of them are dying, man. A lot of them are dead or dying, man. Why? Because Esau Edom has laid all this concrete and stuff like that, and it's choking the earth, man. It's not allowing for, on top of that, he's not Sabbathing the land. every 7 years, on the 7th year for the whole year, you're supposed to Sabbath the land, man, so the land can replenish, man, can be renewed, man. You know, Esau Edom is, you know, is just as he's wearing out the saints, he's wearing out the earth, man. He's doing that same fucking thing, man. You know? What is that scripture in Isaiah? I think Isaiah 24 and 12. I hope it's there. I believe it's there. But yes. Oh, earth mourning.
Oh, yeah. That's Isaiah 24. I got it right here.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Woo, the earth mourneth, man. Hey, so that proves right there that it's not just the people that are going to be mourning. It's going to be the earth as well as the animals, man. We're reading this, man. Esau Edom is in rulership, and he's causing all these problems. He's not only destroying, the saints, or wearing out the saints and constantly killing the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but he's also destroying the earth, man. And the Lord Yahweh outside, he's going to destroy them who destroy the earth, man. Finish that, Nick.
On Isaiah chapter 24, in verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languisheth and fadeth away, the haughty people of the first do languish.
Right.
Verse 5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. Who rules the earth right now, man? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The so-called white men and white women, they're in rulership right now, man. They don't have nobody above them, man. And can't tell nobody, you can't tell no white man shit. No white woman, you can't tell them shit. Why? Because they're in rulership right now, And the Lord Yahweh is going to read that.
Because they have transgressed the laws,
right?
Changed the ordinances,
right?
Broken the everlasting covenant.
Broken the everlasting covenant. That brotherly covenant. The covenant that the Lord Yahweh or they've broken all the laws, man. They've gone against every scripture that the Lord Yahweh has put forth, man, in His word, man.
And they're contrary to righteousness, man.
Completely contrary to righteousness, man.
Because we say in Hasting, the 2nd chapter, the spirit that is in him is not no Christ that's in him.
Right.
Corrupted individual.
Completely corrupt.
Because Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets,
right,
and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Right, man. You got Esau destroying the earth, man. You look at all this concrete that's here, all this road and stuff like that, it's literally choking the earth, man. When the rain falls, it's supposed to water the ground, man. Replenish the ground. But you got all this concrete right here, and none of that water is getting to the ground. They got that water siphoned through the drains and stuff like that, going out to different areas and shit, man. Going through a chemical plant and shit. Man, it's wicked as hell, man.
Yeah.
On top of that, they're destroying the atmosphere by smoking it and their chemtrails and then fucking these cars, man. These cars are out here putting fucking all that fucking exhaust into the fucking air, destroying the ozone.
And remember that one video that we did lesson on a while ago, how they were talking about how they would take people like their dead bodies, and they would liquefy them and spray them on food crops, man.
Right.
I mean, foods. And their whole reason for that was because they wanted to make a better way for the earth.
Make it green.
Make it green. What are you talking about? You're spraying dead bodies on people, man.
Right.
You're spraying dead bodies on the food that people eat, consume, and digest.
Right.
I mean, who else is doing this? Like you say, man, well, I think it's in my mind, but really, these people are messed up in the head. What I mean? It's just that spray dead bodies on food that people are going to eat. It's like, who else is having that mentality besides Esau, man?
Well,
they were, that whole project was done by Edomites,
Yeah. Yeah. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Hydrolysis.
Yeah. It was like
alkaline hydrolysis or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's read that one more time, bro.
Revelation 11.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth, man. You know, and that destruction is coming to America, man. AKA Babylon the Great, as it's called in the Bible, man. You know, and you best believe that destruction is coming, man. Because again, there's just too much. There's just too much that is happening here, man. As it says in Revelation 18th chapter, his sins are reached unto heaven, man. You know, so there's many different things, you know, that this place that Esau is ultimately having been done, that the Lord Yahweh has to repent, man. You know, he has to repent them for what they are doing, man. Yes,
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity,
right?
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And Esau Edom is the number one pride man. He's the number one haughty man, you know. And that vibration is being pushed on everyone else. But Esau Edom is that prideful. He is the wicked man, you know. Right along with you 2/3 so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Tells you in Jeremiah 5 and 28 that your deeds overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. You know, so hey, Jake is more wicked than the actual wicked himself, man. You know, and that's why you're gonna receive the same punishment as your oppressor, man. You know, which that's a sad case, man. That's you know, that's something. You know, when you think about that shit, it's like, damn, man, why would you want to receive the same punishment as your oppressor, man? The person who's been beating you down, constantly giving you poison. You know, scriptures tell you that we should eat our bread defiled, man. You know, hey, so guess what, man? He's giving you defiled bread. He's giving you a jab that is nothing but poison. You know, and which terraforms your body. It paves way for that fucking RFID chip to be implanted into you. You know, hey, that's the devil, man. You know, but y'all want to sit here and trust him. So, you know, hey, this motherfucker is going down. His kingdom's going down, man. Right, man. Why would you want to trust in a kingdom that's ultimately being destroyed before your eyes, man? You know? Come on, man. That's pure fucking ignorance, man. You know? But you know, as it says about Jake, man, you know, that my people are foolish, they are start as children. You know? And they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have none understanding, man. So our people are fucking stupid, man. You know? They want to walk around, they want to look at it, but don't want to come over here and seek out what is being preached, man. You know? Yeah. And Jake, man. The living example, right, walking right past us, man. Jake now wanted to, want to sit here and stare at what's being said, but don't want to fucking actually take heed to it. Jake said, "Look at his foot. Sodom goes in the stupid. They're stupid.
And the for a moment, like, I love him. I love him.
Oh, God this, God that. Come on, man.
Just saying he's a power of knowledge, and by him actions are made. Right. So he requires action.
And the scriptures tell you, Yahweh say, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. Yeah. You know? Come on, man. None of these people are doing that shit, man. You know, none of these people are serving the Lord Yahweh at all. You know? It's like it says they're they speak good, roughly paraphrasing scripture, they speak good to their mouth, but their heart is far from. You know? Come on, man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, and verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, right, and despised among men. Right. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the flesh of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from this, saith the Lord.
Right, man. The Lord Yahweh started bringing them down. He started bringing them down when they stepped there and put their international space station, their satellites, so on and so forth, up in the ozone and in space. Hey, the Lord Yahweh started taking them down, you know, and he's gonna physically take them down when Yahweh cracks the fucking sky, man, and comes to his great glory. And the first thing that he's gonna take down is them damn satellites and fucking that international space station.
Yeah, all this they send up there all over the years. We got imagine how dirty it looks up there. Oh, fuck yeah. I remember on I think that was Wally. When they're coming back to the earth, so all the trash from the earth.
Yeah. Man, just know, man.
And then this goes to show who's doing it.
Right. You know?
Verse 17, Jeremiah 49:17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Woo!
shall be a desolation, man. You know, you going
Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished,
right?
and shall hiss at all her plagues thereof.
Hey, people gonna walk by going, damn! It's like damn! You know what I mean? That shit gonna happen, man. You know, and people don't understand what's coming to America. You know, they wanna walk by and you know what I mean, throw a smile at us and this, that, and the third, but they don't want to understand that we're out here prophesying the Bible, man. Prophesying what's to come. Thus saith the Lord, the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You know,
this is the word of Yahweh.
hey, this is life right here, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Words of the heavenly Father.
right? No one wants to take heed, man. People just want to smile and walk by, but they don't want to fucking, you know, don't want to stop and listen, man. You know, because this is the inconvenience for them, man. You know, hey, going to the store, going to get some bread is more important than standing here getting life, man.
Right.
You know,
Yahweh Shai is that bread of life, man.
Right, man. You know, says they that come to me shall never hunger and never thirst, man. You know, come on, man. You over here eating that. You over here eating here physical bread. You ain't eating that. And man should not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High, man. You know, we just had a female walk by with a whole thing of bread. 2 loaves of bread, man. Fuck, man. Hey, James fucking carnal as fuck, man. I mean, that was a Edomite still, you know. Really, people are people. Period, man. Carnal as fuck, man. You know, and that's why they got to be put to death, man. It says, he that is carnal minded, a carnal mind is a death, man. You know, so hey, man, you people that are out here carnally fucking minded, hey, your ass is gonna receive that death. You know?
Jeremiah 49 and 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation.
Right.
Everyone that goes by it shall be astonished.
And it says, Edom shall be a desolation. How is it going to be a desolation? By way of ICBM nuclear missiles, that sword that the Lord Yahweh stated in Isaiah the 34th chapter, the 5th verse. It says, my sword shall be bathed in heaven and shall come down upon Idumea, man. Idumea is Greek for what, man? It's Greek for Edom. You know? And Esau Edom thinks he's fucking slick, man. He wants to change the words in the Bible. Hey, but we understand what's going on, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai had to change or keep the name the same. You just change, you know, change it in a different language, man. You know? And Esau thinks we're fucking stupid, man. If it were possible, he could see the very elect, but he can't, man. You know? And the elect one, they're gonna do that diligent search to understand the scriptures, man. You know, they're gonna look up words, man. You know? Esau really thinks we're fucking stupid, man. He want to call us sports monkeys. He want to call us this, that, and the third. But hey, you keep that same energy, man. Because guess what? The same motherfuckers that are out here on the highways and byways, they're the same ones through the spirit of Yahweh Shai and revealing who the fuck you are, man. The same people that you think is stupid are the same ones revealing exactly who the fuck you are. You know, to the world. You know.
Yeah, same brothers out here. You think that just bums. Same ones that the Lord willing to give the elect is going to be delivered in those periods, man.
Right.
You know, verse 17, Jeremiah 49:17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation.
Right.
Everyone that goes by it shall be astonished, shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Right.
As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, in the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it.
Right, man. America's going to be a desolation. You know. There's not going to be, you know, the only thing that's going to be able to dwell here is going to be those desert creatures, man. You know, that's the only thing that's going to be able to dwell here in America, man. After the smoke clears, after the coals, stop being, hot as fuck, and shit starts to cool down here in America. You know, it's going to be a flat land, man. There's not going to be anything here, you know. It's gonna be bad, man. You know, and everybody else that's here. You know, I remember Ellen Foster Renlock went into what Sodom and Gomorrah looked like, man. You know, and it says what, man? Rivers were turned into pitch. Meaning what? That all the rivers were scorched up, man. There were everything was done. There was nothing there in Sodom and Gomorrah. You go and look over where Sodom and Gomorrah was at. And Sodom and Gomorrah is flat land, man. It's a desert land, you know. And so that same thing that's going back there is going to happen to America, man. You know? And it's going to happen to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that want to take part in this world, man.
Yeah.
That don't want to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You're going to be burnt up right along with the damn devil, man.
Yeah, Sodom and Gomorrah, it was destroyed by fire and brimstone.
Right.
Descended from heaven. So that's the same way that Babylon is going out. America is on fire. Modern day fire and brimstone is nuclear missile.
Right.
Right. Let's look at Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19.
Right.
Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie,
Right.
neither the Son of Man that he should repent.
Right. Tells you the Lord Yahweh outside the spirit, right? That's why you gotta worship the Most High Spirit in truth, right? He's the spirit. He ain't a man, you know. And he's definitely not the Son of Man, right? He's not Yahweh Shai, you know. And Yahweh Shai is the first created man. You can read that in Colossians first chapter. The Most High Yahweh created Yahweh Shai so that Yahweh Shai can create everything in that. I can't think of that word. The Most High had created a blueprint, but He created Yahweh Shai to ultimately execute everything that He had on that blueprint. You know, with the Elohim, man, the elect, man, the 144,000. You know, and so Yahweh Shai is the only thing that the Most High created, man. You know, directly Himself. You know.
Hath he said, and shall he not do it?
Right.
Or hath he spoken, and shall not he make it good?
Right, man. And the Most High makes His word good, man. He makes sure that when His word is given, and you best believe there's some power and weight to it, and some truth, man. You know, ain't like a regular person on the street, and they'll give you they will give you their word, but then turn around and lie to you, turn around and not make their word good. Man. Well, the Lord Yahweh is not like that. When He says destruction is coming to America, and you best believe destruction is coming to America. Man. And again, we're already starting to see that the beginning stages of that destruction, man, the Lord Yahweh is turning people against each other, man, turning Esau versus Esau, man. You know, and as it says in what is that, Matthew or Luke 12th chapter, or Matthew 12th chapter, the 25th verse. I think it's Matthew 12th chapter, 25th verse. It says what, man? You know, that kingdom that is divided against itself shall not stand, man. You know. You know, just to prove it, we'll bring it out. You know. Yeah, let's bring it out. They got fucking Esau, man. Kids crying and screaming and shit. Esau can't even, raise his own kids, man. That's why in slavery they had our women raising their kids, man. Esau is fucking terrible motherfucking parent. You know. Go ahead.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25. And Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation,
right?
And every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Right, man. And we're seeing that America being divided, man. You got these nurses, doctors, police officers, EMTs, and firefighters, and so on and so forth. And they're saying, fuck this shit. We're not taking the our government's jab. No, fuck that shit, man. You know, a lot. And it is crazy because 60% of the so-called white population is not taking the jab. More blacks and so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are taking it than the so-called white people, man. You know, and the government is obviously white folks, man. It's what 89% white. You know, they got their little sprinkle of to show that they actually care about Jake, but they don't care about Jake, man. That's why the majority of the government is so-called white men. You know. Yeah, come on, man. These people, man, they don't. Jake, man, I can't. How can you not see? Which I understand how they cannot see. Spirit's not dealing with that, man. You know, but still, Jake doesn't see that this place is going the fuck down. You got all these so-called white folks not taking the jab, but yet you're taking the jab. Why is that? Because Jake is fucking stupid. Scriptures tell you never to trust thine enemy. But Jake gonna hurry up, quick, fast, and hurry trust their damn enemy.
They say that the simple believe every word. Sin passeth on in the punishment. So that's why you gotta say you gotta look into why you do. Don't just do something you don't know why.
Right.
Don't just do something because everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to your health, man, to your body. You can't just let things be ingested, and ultimately be inserted into you. You don't know what it is.
Bro, it says Scripture tell you that a prudent man works and look well to his own. You know, come on, man. Yeah, you got to be able to see these things, man. You got to be able to understand what the hell this the devil, who literally knows his destruction is coming, man. Come on, man. And you got the prophets out here telling you about this, man. But y'all don't want to take heed, man. You know, we can only tell y'all so many times, man. You know, because he that is often reproved shall harden his neck and shall be destroyed suddenly without remedy, man. And we're constantly telling our people that, you know, they're constantly rebelling, constantly being told, they're constantly rebelling. And, oh, that's cool, man. You're gonna be destroyed anyway. You know? Yeah. Oh man, okay, yeah. Who like that? Oh yeah, you.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35. I start at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
And that's what we're doing, man. You know, we're doing just that. You know, and prophesy means what, man? Say before, right? And yeah, like as the brother brought out in Second Ezra, the 4th chapter, starting at the 28th verse, you know, and that destruction has not came yet. The evil is being increased in the earth. You know, the evil is being sown in the earth. You know, but that destruction is not coming yet. We're telling you about that destruction that's come. You know, we're telling you that America is going to be destroyed. You know, this is what we're prophesying against the damn place, man. You know, via through the security, how much outside through his word, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2, Son of man, set thy face, like it said, like the Son of man, set Seir and prophesy against it. Set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. His word, go ahead.
Behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Right, man. Again, by way of ice man, look for this, and the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can fucking destroy this place. You know, and whether you like it or not, that destruction is coming, man. You know?
Right. Verse 5, verse 4, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Right.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred,
right,
and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Right.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Right. Okay, that destruction is coming to you. You know, and Esau Edom, he is that bloody man. You know,
yeah.
Esau Edom, you know, he loves, you know, his meat red. Esau Edom loves to commit murder. And why do you think all the mass murderers, majority of them are Edomites? Yeah. And Esau loves death, man. You know, you got these young. I was watching this fucking video, these little shorts on YouTube, man, and a dude cut off the head of a fucking snapping turtle, man. You know, and he just sitting there doing a YouTube video about how even if you get bit by a snapping turtle, it's still proof. He's put the fucking pipe in his mouth and it's still clamped down. And his whole thing, the whole reason on why to do it was to sit there and say, oh, so if you get bit by a snapping turtle, you go to cut off his head, you're still pretty much fucked. And that was the whole video. Wait, you went and killed a whole snapping turtle just to do that? And this motherfucker was huge. The head of it was like this fucking thing. He was grabbing it like this. So he wouldn't kill the whole animal just so he can do that fucking video, man.
And to say the wicked regardeth not the life of the beast.
Right, man.
That's why you saw too in the times of when Gad was here on this land, when Esau would come in, they hated Esau because, one reason which I learned a while ago, because, normally when Esau would hunt and kill animals, he wouldn't salvage the whole animal, he wouldn't take the hide and the meat.
Yeah.
He would leave a vast majority of the animal there to rot.
Right.
Whereas, so-called Native Americans, Gad would ultimately take the animal, they would pray over it, and they would salvage as much of it as they can, even the bones. Weapons for the bones, man.
Yep, you could also make a bone marrow soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could do everything with every part of the animal, man.
Esau is even there to rot, man. Fly, stink, That's one thing I learned a long time ago when I was a little younger. Yeah, Esau, he don't care about life. He don't care about an animal. What makes you think he's gonna care about a whole person? Right. verse 7, it reads Ezekiel 35, verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth,
Right.
and I will fill his mountains with his slain men, in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain before. I will make thee perpetual desolation, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, man. Lord Yahweh is going to take this place down, man. You know, you're not going to fill the world of the city. You know, you're not going to be able to build the fuck back up. You know, scriptures tell you that, you know, we would have killed Babylon, but you cannot be healed, man. You know, America's not going to be able to come back, you know, to the state that it was. America's not going to ever, even after the destruction, you know, the elites that are not going to be able to come up out of their bunkers and shit like that and rebuild or reestablish. And that's not what's going to happen, man. You know? And when this place gets destroyed, that's the end. Like I said, they come in, in 1 Corinthians 15 chapter, 24 verse, it said, then cometh the end when he shall have delivered every kingdom to the Most High, even to the Father, man. And that end, if he saw in rulership. And when Yahweh come, and that's the end, man. Yeah, that's the end. Like it says in 2 Amos 6 chapter, the 9th verse, it says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of it that follows, man. And when Yahweh come, hey, Esau, that's your end. You're not going to be able to build back up, man. Because then the kingdom of the Most High is going to be established. You motherfuckers are going to be slaves building up our kingdom, man.
The city shall not return, man. Right, nigga, you're not going to see Sacramento or Chicago,
right,
or Arizona.
Right.
You're not going to see New York or any of these places, man. This
right.
place is going to be, and America's a big piece of land.
Right.
You know, but, you know, to see this place fire, you know, fire reaching up, you know, thousands. It's going to be a crazy sight. And then ultimately, after the smoke, there's going to be just desert. That's the Earth's going to have a ball spot, you know. So
literally.
You know, but hey, man, you know, that's going to happen because even our kids, you know, when we be elected to the kingdom, everybody, even our kids, all the wicked nations can see America and realize why it was destroyed.
Yeah.
For all the wickedness that was taking place, there's going to be a monument of what happened and why the Most High took place and what happened when you don't serve the Lord.
Right.
You know, in our seed, you know, the house of Israel, 144,000, the rest of the elect are going to be having the law ruling the inward part, and then ultimately the first that come back. So, you know, we're going to be fully righteous. We're never going to go on. Man.
Right.
You know, we're going to be a nation of perfect immortals.
Right.
You know, so you know, we're not going to have to look at America and be like, oh, I need to get right. But we're going to be right. And Most High is going to put His way within us. And everybody else is going to look at it. Oh, I don't want to, you know, disobey or else I'll be destroyed too. You know. Verse 15, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Right, man. You know, so that's basically the point, man. America's going to be destroyed, and then that's why you know the prophets are out here, man. Every time the Lord Yahweh sends out His prophets, man, the kingdom ultimately goes down, man. You know. So with that being said, man, you know, Lord wills, edifying Lord wills, straight to the point. You know, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakadash, double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, upgrade millstone, who rule very well, very beautiful. Double salutations to the Akimaker, for the gospel, truth, and sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Shai, peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Shai, Lord willing, open on your house. I want to say Shalom, Kwame Yashala, and above all, Shalom. And Lord will we can come back out here again, man, next week. You know?
Right.
Shalom.
Shalom.